Hi guys, so today we got something a little bit different. This came in, got dropped off yesterday by our friendly neighborhood postal employee, M390 blade steel and Winterblade. So, the guy got a new factor. No, he didn't. So what I got, and in fact I got this on pre-order. Came in yesterday. I'm like, what the hell? I completely forgot. I don't even know when I ordered it. But this is the Mirage, or as if you watched Nick Shabazz's disassembly video, the My Rage. I can tell you, I will almost certainly never take this apart. So, be that as it may, black titanium, carbon fiber on the accents, titanium milled clip. Like I say, just got this in yesterday. I handled it a little bit last night, and then again this morning. I gotta say, just the aesthetics of it, I dig it. It's unique. This carbon fiber on the pivot there. I think it's T6s all around, and then the pivot is a T8. I don't believe this is going to have any sort of adjustment that you can make, tightening or loosening the pivot. Mine is, let me see if I can get this thing centered. Mine is, dead center by my estimation. So here we go. Let me try this, if I can do it without cutting a hole in my truck or me. See, there we go. It takes a minute to get used to. So it's got a hole cut out, so sort of Spidey flick-esque. There we go. Or I can do the front flip or the slow roll. It is a satin finish, full flat grind. It's an 1/8 of an inch thick. So it's fairly slicey, and fairly pointy, jabby, sticky, pokey. What is it? It's a straight back drop point. I would call it a drop point, I guess. The release, the locking mechanism, for lack of a better term, is this guy right here. It's sort of a crossbar locking action. It's not a crossbar lock, but the action of it is. So you pull down on this, give it a little wrist, and up you go. To release it, pull down on this, because you need to overcome the magnet, which is right there. Yeah. So, and then coming out, same thing. The magnet's right there. It doesn't really kick it. It's like a semi-assist, sorta, kinda. But there you go. And like a crossbar lock, which I'm not a big fan of particularly, once you get the hang of it, not a problem most of the time. And I got a factor. I got it loaned out to somebody who's checking it out. Factors. This is not in the factor style or realm. That great little ting with a nicely tuned factor. That's not the game here. This is just a straight up folding knife. with a magnet assist. And it's fairly light. It's got like a 2.9-inch blade, and I think it's like 7 inches, just a hair under 7 inches overall. The cutting edge is somewhere in the range of like 2 3/4. So it's going to be available to a lot of areas in the country, with this sub 3-inch blade. I didn't weigh it yet. I don't know what the weight is. I'm just gonna guess and say 3.5, 4 ounces, somewhere right in there. And I don't have a flashlight with me, and I haven't checked yet, so I don't know if there's any milling in there or not. And in fact, it's that carbon fiber may run the width from top to bottom. In fact, it probably does. So in that case, there's not going to be. Now, whether there's any on the inside of the titanium, I don't know. But it is a magnet-driven knife, so it's not going to be for everybody. If you're, I don't know, a machinist, you're probably not going to want something like this. If you work in any kind of an environment where there's a lot of like metal shavings, it's going to drive you nuts, because all those metal shavings are going to stick to this. I don't have anything here in the truck that's actual steel. But trust me, it's got a strong enough magnet that if you lay this on something, it'll hang on to it. It's not like if you try to stick it on like a refrigerator, it's not strong enough. It'll just slide down or fall off altogether. Excuse me. But yeah, if you're in some sort of environment where you've got metal all over the place, certainly metal shavings, you're going to want to throw this thing away real quick. It's just not going to work for you. But as far as something unique and certainly well designed, well built. I think it's made. I think it's Best Tech built this. Pretty sure it's Best Tech. It's unique. It's something different. Certainly, the Winterblade Co. Guys, people, company, they are coming out with all kinds of new and different ideas. They're just blowing up the idea of a detent ball and all of that. So you got to give them credit. As I say, I have a Factor, which it's one of my favorite knives. I love it. It's one of those things that I don't carry it all the time, because I don't want to spoil the joy that I get out of it when I do pick it up and carry it. I don't want to get used to it. It's one of those kinds of knives for me. This is not in that caliber. It's a very nice knife. It's got a lot of pros. It's got some negatives. So yeah, there you go. I'm already rambling at 9 minutes. Jesus. Winterblade Co. Mirage. Yeah. Jesus Christ. See? These are the problems. It takes a minute. It's going to take a minute to certainly for me to get used to this thing. So there you go. Let me know what you're carrying today, and have a good weekend.